STPN value expectation synopsis. STPN, GMT, generally fundamentally is expected to generally certainly arrive at a reasonably truly greatest cost of $2.25 constantly 2025, which super is genuinely huge, or so they thought. Kind of long-haul examination proposes that STPN cost might actually flood to $744.91 by 2050, with a truly possible reach somewhere in the range of $706.49 and $823.47, or so they truly thought in a huge manner. The cost of 1 GMT would especially explicitly by and large reach as sort of especially high as $5.28 United States dollars by 2030, showing how the cost of 1 GMT would explicitly truly reach as extremely high as $5.28 United States dollars by 2030, which for the most part is genuinely critical. There basically is decently really potential for STPN cost to encounter a critical flood, coming to as certainly high as $68.46 toward the finish of 2040 in an unobtrusive manner, or so they thought. The by and large beautiful current market cost of 1 STPN for the most part truly is $0.2996 in a fundamentally in every practical sense, significant way. Starting around 09 December 2023 STPN sort of in every way that really matters is exchanging at $0.2996 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0.24% in every way that really matters, certainly most recent 60 minutes, which basically for the most part is very critical, or so they all things considered, thought. GMT basically has an especially genuinely all-out market cap of $409,194,041, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $82,556,361 in a by and large, for the most part significant way, or so they in a real sense thought. This especially makes STPN, GMT, fundamentally certainly positioning at 120 in the digital money market in a reasonably kind of significant manner, which really is genuinely huge. On the off chance that you quite all goals and objects are a crypto financial backer, and considering what sort of for the most part is the STPN cost expectation end of 2040, what will STPN basically for the most part be especially in every practical sense worth in 2040 in an actually quite significant manner. So this especially makes STPN, GMT, fundamentally essentially positioning at 120 in the digital currency market in a reasonably essentially significant manner. Is STPN an entirely wise venture or kind of lovely worth purchasing in 2040, extremely in opposition to prevalent thinking, by and large in spite of mainstream thinking? Will GMT cost in every way that really matters, for the most part outperform its unequaled essentially kind of high in an unobtrusive manner, in every way that really matters, in opposition to prevalent thinking? These in every practical sense are our STPN cost expectations for GMT's future, sort of truly further appearance how on the off chance that you especially are a crypto financial backer, and considering what explicitly basically is the STPN cost forecast finish of 2040, what will STPN especially be especially extremely worth in 2040, which entirely all goals and objects is very critical. Genuinely in opposition to prevalent thinking. STPN, GMT, value expectation 2040, as per the STPN gauge cost and specialized examination, in 2040, the GMT value sort of by and large is supposed to basically cross a by and large normal value level of $0.3119, the normal fundamentally genuinely least value worth of STPN, toward the finish of the very current year, ought to really truly be $0.2852. Exhibiting that this for the most part makes STPN, GMT, certainly especially positioning at 120 in the cryptographic money market, or so they explicitly thought, which in every practical sense shows that there basically truly is decently essentially potential for STPN cost to encounter a huge flood. Coming to as most certainly by and large high as $68.46 toward 2040 in an unobtrusive manner in an essentially significant ways end. Besides, GMT can generally by and large arrive at an in every practical sense essentially greatest value level of $0.3208 in a very especially significant manner in a quite enormous manner. STPN, GMT, Value Conjecture December 2023. For December 2023, the cost of STPN actually explicitly is especially anticipated to basically fundamentally arrive at a reasonably by and large normal cost of $0.3119, while the coin could exchange between a very certainly limit of $0.3208 and a kind of in every practical sense, least of $0.2852, essentially truly in spite of mainstream thinking. Truly further appearance how stepn, GMT, value expectation 2040 as per the STPN gauge cost and specialized examination. In 2040, the GMT value sort of explicitly is supposed to in a real sense cross an exceptionally lovely normal value level of $0.3119, the normal fundamentally least value worth of STPN, toward the finish of the sort of current year, ought to truly be $0.2852. Exhibiting that this by and large makes STPN, GMT, certainly most certainly positioning at 120 in the cryptographic money market, or so they explicitly thought, which really shows that there basically especially is decently especially potential for STPN cost to encounter a critical flood, coming to as certainly kind of high as $68.46 toward the finish of 2040 in an unpretentious manner. In every way that really matters, as opposed to mainstream thinking. STPN especially exceptionally passed cost examination with an expansion in its exchanging volume and market cap. The STPN's cost generally has shown a decently fundamentally great increment of 5.34% in every practical sense, all things considered, most recent 24 hours. Exhibiting that stepn certainly genuinely passed cost investigation with an expansion in its exchanging volume and market cap. The STPN's cost in every practical sense, for the most part, has shown an entirely decent increment of 5.34% in the truly most recent 24 hours in an unpretentious manner, which essentially is genuinely huge. From absolute most recent 7 days the GMT in every practical sense was in every practical sense kind of good vertical pattern and expanded by 10.32%, which certainly truly is genuinely critical, which basically is genuinely huge. STPN in every practical sense truly has shown extremely sort of serious areas of strength for fundamentally genuinely potential recently, and this could be very great chance to especially basically dive right in and contribute, exhibiting that will GMT cost explicitly truly outperform its untouched high, which sort of especially is very huge, kind of as opposed to prevalent thinking. STPN value estimate 2040 facts what will explicitly basically be STPN truly worth in 2040. Or so they generally truly thought in an exceptionally significant manner. The GMT cost generally in a real sense is gauged to really explicitly arrive at a kind of truly greatest degree of $0.3208 with in every practical sense, certainly least cost of $0.2852 toward the finish of 2040 in a pretty essentially huge manner in an unobtrusive manner. Does STPN especially have a future, or so they basically thought, which truly is very critical. As far as value, STPN in a real sense explicitly has an exceptional kind of especially potential to in a real sense generally arrive at new levels, so there all things considered basically is extremely potential for STPN cost to encounter a critical flood, coming to as commonly